Hello everybody and welcome back to the channel. I got the John Deere 112 electric lift back down here. We got it running last time. We put the carburetor on it and got all that lined out. This time we are going to be putting both drive belts on it, the primary and secondary, and also this big spring right here, and that's a challenge. That is a two-person job right there just for safety. I'll have to get some help in on that one. I'll try my best to film it while we're doing it, but we're going to be pulling the deck out from under it. Probably got a stand I'm going to be setting it up on. Got to get the fender seat deck and all that stuff off of it to where you can get into access to everything. But these parts, I'm sure you all, as fool of these things, have looked. greenpartsstore.com. That's where I buy all my belts and everything. And do not buy aftermarket belts on these things. The angle is not cut the same on the aftermarkets that it is on these. John Deere seems to have it all locked up on that, so we got to play their game. We'll put the new tensioner spring, put the new John Deere belts on it in order to have all the drivetrain and motor runs good now. While I got the deck out, I may go ahead and check that belt, probably change it also before I put the deck back under it, and get the blades good and sharp. And I'm going to use this one. I've got a grill and a headlight assembly up there. I'm not sure if I'm going to put the headlights on this one or put it on one of the 140s. I haven't made my mind up, but I do have a grill, and if I don't use the one with headlights, I've got the plain one with just the John Deere emblem. I'll get it put on there probably in the same process when I'm putting this thing back together. We're going to use this thing hopefully to mow around the garden. I'm going to do some raised beds this year in the garden instead of the traditional 5 or 6 rows, 7 rows that I've been doing. We're going to try raised beds and put some chicken warren posts, but that's for a whole nother video series. Anyway, we're going to get the deck out from under this thing, get the seat deck off, probably try to film a little bit while we're doing all that, but just wanted to show you where we're at on this, and let's get started. Now, I'm sure most of y'all that's watching this video has probably worked on one of these before. Those 2 pins right there, you're going to have to slide both of them toward the center in order to get that to drop loose. Right here, we're going to pull that pin right there and the one on the other side, lock it out. And then right back there's the lift arms, which you really can't see probably for the dark back there. We're going to disconnect those and the belt. Be ready to pull this deck out from under here. Let's get that going. Now with all these pins here and down here disconnected, it will come out from under there right now. I've got the belt, it's up here. But to make it a little easier to get out from under the lawnmower, I'm gonna go ahead and pull this right here and disconnect this. It makes life a lot simpler. It will come out, but it's a pain. And there's the bottom of the deck. As you can see, it's not in horrible shape. It just needs a little bit of that stuff scraped out from under it where the grass builds up. Pretty good shape. Of course, this right here, I seen this before I bought it. Needs a little work done on it, a little patching. A little straightening and grinding from the inside. It's letting the grass catch and build up. But I may save that for a little later this summer. Right now I'm just going to try to get these drive belts on in this video. There's that. I'm going to go ahead and get it over here out of the way, and we'll start taking the seat deck and stuff loose. I'm sure most of y'all has removed one of these seat pans before, but right there is one. Got to take that tap off. Be sure and take your shifter knob and your height adjustment knobs off. There's 2 bolts up under the seat. One's right there, the other one's right there. Those have got to be taking the taps off. I have already unplugged the lights from underneath. Now I got to remove this brake pedal. Let me get that loosened up and we'll go ahead and get this seat pan off here. Alright, I've got all the bolts and stuff out. I'm going to take everything that goes to this. If anybody's like myself, they have a hard time at keeping up with stuff. So this Folgers coffee container, plastic container, that's where we're going to keep everything except the pedal, which won't fit. Hopefully not have this thing apart too many days here. we're gonna store that right over here. So I'm gonna go ahead and get this seat deck. It's a little mean to get past that knob right down there. I didn't take it off, I need to. But I'm gonna go ahead and get it pulled off there and get this seat deck off. Well, there's the underside of the pan. Looks like the old boy did a pretty fair job in the restoration. I wish he took a little more time sanding. The paint's a little rough on the top. This is a pretty good mower. I may this summer down it and give it a light scuff and fix some of the rough spots. Got a couple things right here I'm gonna have to touch up. I could have used some heat shrink instead of just black tape, but he did put new lights on it. This right here, see I don't know what he's sanded it, but it's got a lot of, I have no idea what he's done. It's awful rough. I may sand it. I'd really like to have the thing media blasted somewhere if I can find somewhere to take it. It don't cost you a fortune to get it media blasted. I'm gonna have to go ahead and, looks like he took a shortcut and only put one set of bolts in the seat mounts. I may go ahead and drill those and put another set of bolts. Pretty sturdy, but still. All in all, pretty good shape. Looks like he cleaned and painted under here. What I'm going to be doing, I'm going to be replacing, excuse me, this spring right here is probably the original. It's pretty weak. I'm going to replace it. Maybe this variator shaft spring right here. These belts, these drive belts, everything, the pulleys look good. That belt is just old and wore. I don't know how old it is, but I'm gonna go ahead and replace both of those. This right here don't have hardly enough tension. Now that ain't near enough tension on that right there, so that's definitely got to be replaced. Anyway, that's where we're at on it. Shift pattern's tight. There's the electric lift mechanism. That's one thing I like about this, and it's so good. I've got others. I've got hydraulics. I've got 140s, but this little 112, when I found it, I decided I was going to have it. So pretty slick. But that's it for right now. I'm going to get this thing over here and get ready to bring the stand in and get it up on a stand tomorrow to where you don't have to lay on the floor to work on it. We'll see you then. Well, folks, I guess that's where we're going to end this video. After all my planning and getting everything ready, I forgot to order one of the springs I needed, so I figured I'd just wait to tear into it. I'll do that on the next video, but we went ahead and took the seat pan off, took the deck out from under it. I've got the battery on charge right now because it's weak. So anyway, that's where we're going to end this video. I will get the springs in this week, and next weekend we'll try to get the everything changed out with a little bit of help. It was a short video. Didn't get everything done I planned, but if you liked it, please like, share, subscribe, pass it on. It helps the channel out. Thank you. God bless. See you on the next one.